evening. Thank you for all of you coming from the United States or all across the world, where it is still daytime basically. I hope you had time to observe the beautiful pink moon, which is synchronistically empowering the powers of the violet flame right now, assisting us in our transformation here on Earth and assisting us to transform what is happening now on the global scene, basically. So thank you for everyone for coming. Steve, Joey, Fanya again, Ermofson, thank you for being here. You're from Berlin, thank you for joining us from Germany, or from all parts of the world where you are from. Hello, Higher Vibrations, Travis and Roomy Ocean, thank you for being here. Love and light to all. Yeah, I bet many of you have, I posted a lot of stuff regarding the violet flame recently. We also did a group meditation, then I created a meditation video of it, and also some light language transmission came through, which was very interesting, basically, that you can transmit it through light language and it can assist you in tuning into it more, especially during your meditations. It can really enhance the experience while you're working with the violet flame. And hello, Didri Rose. Thank you for joining us from Canada. Much love to you as well. Hello, Remy. Yeah, tune in to the violet flame through that frequency, through the light language transmission. And also, I'm going to post this Thursday, we're going to post the green flame, the green ray light language, which is like part of this triad that has came through a single channeling. When I did the violet flame light language, also the blue ray and the green ray light language into one. So these three together work as one unity. You can explore it through the playlist. Hello, Thania. Thank you. I'm doing this pretty well, I guess. I'm doing pretty well. My day didn't start as great, but I kind of shifted throughout the day. I had some opportunity to go out in nature and pick some flowers, and that really helped. No kidding. Okay, yeah, if we're not going to start the meditation yet, we're going to wait until 11 or 13 minutes. So if you have anything interesting to share or any questions that you might have or you would like me to answer, then please write them in the chat box sooner than later. Okay, so high vibrations. Speaking of violet flame, Saint Germain has been coming through a lot lately. Really cool. Yeah, usually when you work with a violet flame, he can appear. He can appear in many forms. For me, first time he appeared like a white old guy, basically. I was very surprised that I was working with a violet flame and someone all of a sudden just appeared in front of me, like coming forth from the flame. And I kind of stopped there because it was very strange. It was very unexpected. I did it I think this happened maybe 6 years ago or something similar. And yeah, it hasn't happened since. Yeah, so I hope everyone is doing well. We're going through a lot of shifts and changes. Also, as the transmissions that I've posted kind of suggested that we are going to be bombarded even more with the old Earth, not necessarily agendas, but the old Earth paradigms that are going out. They're leaving the collective. They're starting to become even more stronger and louder, but they are stronger only in appearance, basically, because they don't have root anymore, they don't have energetic reinforcement anymore, and the collective energies are not supporting it as much as it used to. Also, we're constantly flooded with new Earth energies that are here to transform the collective and Mother Earth as a whole. So also that is constantly dissolving and breaking down old beliefs. And the only way for us to dissolve it and pass through that eye of the needle basically is to make it stronger so you can see it more clearly. to see the things that you don't want to have in your life, to see them clearly for what they are. And it can be a very uncomfortable experience that we're going through since 2020, basically. I mean, it happened also before 2020, but like that was the culmination point when it went up to 11, basically. And yeah, like you couldn't look away or distract yourself with something else because it was so in your face. The fact that you have to work on the specific issues, not just on yourself, but also as a collective. It was brought up everything that was not working or is still not working in our society, in our collective, basically, and also in our personal lives. And yeah, like we have now a superb opportunity to work on it, since that is why we are here to release all that karma, all that baggage, and stuff that our ancestors have accumulated, and also we, because many of us have been here on Earth for quite some time. It depends on what you're tapping into, but many of us have already been here for God knows how many lifetimes, and we also accumulated a lot of stuff. So, yeah, we're here to transform it, and it can be a very difficult experience from time to time. That is why it's so important to ground yourself and also to center as much as possible. Sadly, today I didn't have the opportunity to meditate when I usually do, so we are going to do it together, and we are going to empower one another's meditation and energy, basically, to make it more potent, to make it more transformative. So, Fanya, I received yesterday a message from my Arcturian guide that help is on the way. Yeah, like we're constantly having a ton of help. We just kind of have to tap into it to realize it, that it's already here. We're already having all the help that we need and guidance. We just kind of have to tap into that bandwidth, that you can accept it in your life and to realize it, that it's already here. I'm already receiving everything that I need to move on. I just have to realize it and accept it and see what comes through or what I'm receiving to realize it. It's much more easier right now to tap into these energies and receive that abundance into your life and assistance than maybe like 50 years ago. Since now we are like super in tune with the higher realms. Also, the collective is much more closer to the higher realms, and we have like a ton of celestial assistance, not as maybe 50 years ago. We just have to tap into it and to realize that we have everything that we need in order to progress with our little life mission and plan. So, higher vibrations, the little one has been using the Kadosh mantra to call on instant meeting with the angels. Every time I turn my back this week, it has been a busy week. Yup. Yeah, like you can also use the Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh Adonai Sebaoth mantra. If I haven't shared it for some time, basically, it's like a great mantra that can assist you to tap into almost instantaneously to the higher realms. And also, when you are uttering these frequencies, not just verbally, you can do it verbally too, it can have a great effect, but you can also like say it in your mind, and it instantly like calls in the higher realms into your, also in your body, also around you to protect you. It's superb for psychic attacks, or if you're having some kind of nasty experiences during the night. It's really great to use the Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh Adonai Sebaoth mantra to like dissolve that psychic attack or nasty experience that you can have during the nighttime, because we are basically in an energetic battlefield, and yeah, like we're bombarded with everything to 11 basically. So we are constantly receiving a lot of help and support, but at the same time we are also bombarded with beings that don't want you to fulfill your life mission. They don't want you to heal. They don't want you to be more in tune and to bring in heaven on earth, basically. So we kind of have to navigate this, not necessarily chaos, but we can create balance between the two. and to attract more of what we really like rather than experience it in a very disorienting way. Hello, Mandolin, thank you for being here and amplifying our meditation. Okay, Travis Aztec, I support. Ellie, do you have any grounding tips? Yeah, like if you're out in if you have the opportunity to go out in nature or to commune with the elements, that's like a superb way to do it. Even if you're in the city, you have the opportunity to communicate with air, to feel the wind, and to ground through that. Or if you have the opportunity to connect with soil, even if it's not like out in the fields or in the forest, maybe it's a park can be okay. Or if you have like a little connection with soil, like higher vibrations. Uh, I think she told it in one of her videos that since she is living at a place where winter is very cold, you can't really go out to be bare feet, but you can like put a ton of soil in a big pot and you can like immerse your feet in the soil for an hour or so, and that helps really during the winter time. So I haven't tried that out since I have connection. I can go outside to be barefoot, but that really helps. Or maybe to harmonize your energies with a tree, or basically ask Mother Earth to assist you in grounding and call upon her earth angels to assist you with grounding. But communicating with the elements and going outside and tuning into nature's forces, that's like the best way ever. Also, maybe if you had like meditation or you're feeling very dizzy or disoriented, eating can also feel very grounding, but yeah, like don't do it in abundance. So, thank you for bringing forth the code and the messages we need at this time for our expansion. The shift is going to get heavy over the next few months. Yeah, like I hope it's not going to be even more heavier, but I think we're going to see stuff unfold more in the open since yeah, like we are mostly like aware that stuff are happening. And also, if you don't keep up with the so-called alternative news, which can be legit or maybe not legit, you can never know. The best thing is to tap into your heart center and see what resonates and what doesn't. But yeah, like when you're meditating or tapping into the higher realms, you can see that energetically we kind of already shifted to the to the new earth. So the energies is already here. We just kind of have to accept it into our lives and ground it more. And there are still people that reject it, and that can cause like a super friction between between the two energies, basically, because there are people who still want to hold on to the old stuff that doesn't work and it is not supported anymore energetically, and they also want you to hold on to the old stuff because they think that's the way it should be, or that's their world, basically. And that can also cause not just energetically but also in our personal lives friction, because many of us are like so ready to move on already from this chaos and nonsense that is going on. Okay, so Mandolin, I just downloaded the message. Help is in many places and many faces. Yeah, that's very beautiful. Fanya. Zoltan, how is your website and Patreon developing? My website is 99% finished. I only have to finish one of the pages to be online completely. And for the Patreon, we will have to wait until I move to a new location, and maybe I will have a bit more free time on my hand to develop the Patreon site. Yes, Lemar Moore. The mantra is Kadosh, 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 Adonai Sabaoth. I may hey, if any higher vibrations, could you please write down the mantra in the chat box? The Kadosh, 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 Adonai Sabaoth. Okay, so yeah, high vibrations. Yes, the mantra works immediately. Such an empowering mantra. Thank you for teaching us this mantra, Guardian. Thank you. Yeah, please write down the mantra. Yes, it's called Earth. Yes, higher vibrations, the newly awakening ones are going to struggle and need us more. It will be the harshest awakening than our own has been. Yeah, like the nasty stuff about waking up right now is like we had the luxury of time to like digest stuff gradually and maybe have weeks, months to chew on specific shocking information that can be like mind blowing. But now everything is happening so quickly, like day after day, week after week. Stuff are constantly shifting that if you haven't done your homework up until now, it can be a very rocky experience. It still can be done, so anything is possible if you want to commit to it, basically. It can be done, but it's just going to be super difficult, in my opinion. It's going to be similar to my awakening, basically, that I shifted my life around in a week or something similar. It was very drastic, but yeah, like I'm a very drastic guy sometimes, especially when it comes to self-development. I don't recommend it for everyone, but I don't know, like I think many people won't really have a choice if they are awakening right now. But yeah, like invite in guidance because we have a load of it, so you always have guidance. The angelic realms, your guides, or call them whatever you want, they're always there to help you and smooth out the stuff. So it doesn't have to be very difficult. You can get over stuff very quickly if you want to and you want to commit to it. So shifts can happen very easily, especially right now. Fenya, Zoltan, and group, no, and a group. Is anyone grounding in Maya energy? I am not sure if I'm familiar with that concept. Let me know. Okay, yeah, it's going to be, yeah, yeah, it's going to be a dark time for a lot of people. Reality will be too much for some. We need to keep our hearts. Yep. Yeah, like, but also if you're observing what is happening, yeah, like High Vibrations has just posted in the chat box the mantra. Yeah, like if you're observing the news or the alternative news or what is happening in the world, you see that the people that are like working on to reveal stuff are like not, yeah, like they're not releasing like this buttload of information at once to shock people. Like if you've been following what is happening for years, basically, especially in the past year, you could see that there were constantly like little trickles of information, and it started to become even more louder and bigger and bigger and bigger. So if you're following along and you were like ready to see what is happening, then you could like start to build up that yeah, like something's out of place or something's wrong, and they were like constantly like dropping little tidbits of information that kind of challenged the general narrative and lead you that could lead you in a different direction to like trigger like a thirst for knowledge or to want to know like what the hell is going on basically. And some people took it and some people refuse it because they're holding on to the fairy tale land basically. Okay. mm, Melanie Vivaldi. Hi everyone, just joined in the meditation and I would like to know the mantra, what it means and what it's good for. Yeah, High Vibrations has just posted it up, the Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh Adonai Sabaoth. I believe the correct translation is Holy, Holy, Holy is the Lord of Hosts. It is in Aramic and it is like a very superb and quick way to tune into the higher realms and to bring in reinforcements basically. If you're having a psychic attack or you're having an intruder in your field, or not necessarily energetically, but something is happening around you, or you're feeling very down, your energy is like trashed basically. This is like a super quick way to change completely your energy and to bring in help from the higher realms to shift your energy and to clear out the space around you and also your own energies. So, this is the shift I was guided to share. Unconscious Collective will be going through this over the next few months. Yes, we are we are to build the bridge. Yeah, like we've been awakened for years or months or decades even to smooth this transition basically to be the beings that anchor and ground this whole experience so not everything will like go into super chaotic mode. Even this way is going to be chaotic, I believe, for some people, but it won't be as dramatic as it could be. And also the key point in all of it is that you don't have to experience the chaos. Like you have a choice in it, you don't have to. So if you have a choice, then don't choose that, for God's sake, because we don't have to. Yeah, like ground yourself, be in tune with your higher self, call in reinforcements, assistance in your life, and it can be a smooth transition. But for some people who are not ready to accept higher guidance or to accept reality or things that can be done differently, can have a very rocky experience, basically. Okay, how important is this pink full moon 26, 27? Is this a marker of some kind? Okay, like full moons and new moons are like, I'm like not necessarily milestones, but they can have like a strong energetic shifts. They can assist and amplify stuff. For example, new moons are great to begin new stuff, to start new things, to set your life in a new direction maybe. And full moons are basically predominant for fruition, bringing things to fruition. And after that, starting new things. These are like the endless cycles of renewal, basically. And also the fun fact, Joey, that when I read your comment, I don't read letters, letter by letter. I just look at words as images, and I read as such. And I read your comment is that not the Pink Full Moon, but I read like Pink Floyd. They also have an album called The Dark Side of the Moon, if any of you are familiar with it. So, Zoltan, did you hear from the Yael? I haven't been communicating with them, but I did an interview with Philippa from Connecting with Hyla. She's a channel for the Yael, and yeah, like I shall be posting that in the coming weeks when I manage to edit the hour-long interview. Basically, we are talking about a lot about channeling, also the Yael, how we all connected to them, what kind of experiences can they provide us, what kind of wisdom can they provide us. Okay, thank you. So mandolin, Scorpio, emotional, and super. It's close. Yeah, like I think this full moon is in Scorpio. I don't know what it necessarily means or what it stands for, but we're going to start a meditation since many of us have already gathered. And we don't want to keep it adieu. I can't wait for that. Okay, so let's start soon the meditation. We're going to start with a bit of relaxation and see what comes through, basically. The general intent is to assist the balancing in ourselves, centering ourselves, and by that tuning into the higher realms. After that, grounding this experience here on Mother Earth and assisting the collective to calm down, to stabilize the shift so it won't be a chaotic experience. And all those who wish to choose a smooth transition and to have a fruitful transformation so they can have it. Just as the image that I have posted in the community post and also as the thumbnail for this event to visualize during the meditation the planet Earth and how all of the little flower of lives are connecting it, are forming like a little grid around the Earth. I think that's like a beautiful symbol and way to visualize this, our interconnectedness and how we can assist the collective, Mother Earth, with our energies, with our balancing energies, basically. Let's take some deep breaths through the nose. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Yeah, Joey has just posted amazing times to be alive. Yeah, we kind of waited for this for 12,000 years. We can still wait a few days or weeks. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. You may wish to close your eyes to filter out any distractions. You may also wish to place your hand in specific mudras that assist relaxation of the body and mind. Taking a deep breath and let it out through the mouth. Gently, slowly, in a perfectly natural state for you. Breathing in and letting it flow out. And as you're breathing in, visualize that you're breathing in the grounding energies of Mother Earth. And when you're breathing out, you're letting go down, down, all the busyness, all the stuck energies into the crust of the earth where it's being neutralized. Visualize that your feet are becoming like roots, burrowing deep into the soil. You may be close to nature or maybe in the comfort of your own home. Visualize yourself that you're out in nature, sitting maybe under a tree, or out in the grass, or in the sand, on a beach, or in the forest, or in the field, whatever is most appealing to you. You're sitting out in nature, breathing in the fresh air, the refreshing air of Mother Earth, and letting out all the used up energies. Your feet are becoming like roots, burrowing down into the soil, grounding yourself. Just like a tree, the wind may blow, storms may come, but you're flexible and well grounded and rooted. And Mother Earth's energies maintain you and nourish you constantly. Even may the storm would be raging around you, your roots are holding, your branches and your tree trunk is resistant yet flexible. You move slowly and smoothly with the rhythm of the storm, navigating the flow of the air and the wind. And even though it may be raining, the rain is nourishing you even more. It is washing away all the used up energies, all the debris. It is purifying you. And everything that is happening around you, it is there to assist you in your growth. And it is perfectly there as it should be. And you're navigating it perfectly as you should be. And you're allowing yourself to be flexible, moving around in the wind, in the storm, because you know that you're well grounded, you're well rooted, you're constantly nourished, maintained by Mother Earth. And everything that could be of harm to you is avoiding you by far. and everything is flowing around you in perfect order and synchronicity, in perfect alignment with your plan. And now that the storm is starting to settle down, you may see that the clouds are breaking, the rain has stopped, it is starting to become brighter, the atmosphere. The raindrops are flowing down on, on your tree trunk, down in the soil, nourishing you. You're absorbing vital energies. And the clouds are starting to dissolve, and the rays of the sun from the higher realms are coming through, warming up the air. And since it is springtime, all of the nourishing energies are coming up, allowing you to blossom, to create new leaves, to receive even more of the higher realms sun, the central sun. You're receiving more and more central sunlight onto yourself, and your beautiful fresh leaves are opening up, allowing you to absorb even more of the central sun's nourishing energies, allowing you to photosynthesize. You have absorbed all the nourishing energies of the storm, of the winter. You are renewing yourself, drawing up all the minerals, all the essential energies from Mother Earth, and mixing it in your new leaves with the central sun's beautiful rays, nourishing yourself, creating new growth, expanding higher, reaching more into the higher realms, reaching closer to source energy. You're spreading your branches, your leaves. You may even be flowering if you wish to do so, bringing in new beautiful fruits into this world. And know that these fruits are being inspired by these beautiful rays that are coming from the central sun, in perfect combination and balance with Mother Earth energies. You're using Mother Earth's energies, and also you're bringing in the higher realms energy of the central sun, formulating new growth, new expansion, nourishing yourself, sustaining you in perfect order, allowing you to grow even more in new directions, creating a new environment around yourself. The more you grow, the more an ecosystem may allow itself to develop. You will be a home to many new energies. Many new beings will come to you for assistance, for shelter, for nourishment, for healing, for grounding. And you're constantly anchoring this higher realm energy coming from the central sun down into your being. At the same time, you're well rooted and grounded with Gaia. And you're also emitting these beautiful, beautiful grounded energies to all those who wish to receive it, bringing in more of the new earth energy from the higher realms and anchoring it here in the earth. And now you may visualize that there are many more around you that are doing the same thing. They're well grounded, expanding, flowering, bringing in new energies from the central sun, anchoring it to Mother Earth, expanding even more upwards and sideways. And you're starting to form a grid, a forest across the earth, a beautiful balanced forest, bringing in more and more of the higher energies to Mother Earth, anchoring it, creating more fresh air and healthy environment for all, purifying everything, bringing new fruits, nourishing all around you. And together, connected to Mother Earth, we are forming this beautiful grid. For all plant life is interconnected, they're one organism, and so are we. We're constantly interconnected, sending and receiving impulses, inspirations, energies, assistance, everything that you need in order to expand upwards and sideways. We are interconnected through Mother Earth's energies all across the earth, forming a beautiful forest-like grid, an organic grid, bringing in more of the central sun's energies, expanding, transforming the earth into a beautiful green and lush environment that is supporting all, creating a clean, pristine environment, cleaning the air, nourishing all who need it, being a shelter for all who need help and assistance, for all who need guidance. And now all of the leaves in this beautiful organic grid, this forest that we are across the globe, are starting to become made of golden light. Our leaves have absorbed so much golden energy coming from the central sun that they are also becoming like little fractals of the central sun. They're emanating light, this beautiful golden light, this Christ consciousness light, and it is enriching the collective. It is enriching the entire globe with this beautiful golden Christ consciousness light, expanding even more to all realms of the earth, to all dimensions, all timelines, illuminating the collective, anchoring and creating perfect balance for all, and perfect alignment and synchronicity. We are creating a new atmosphere, a new ecosystem for all to enjoy, where new activities that are more representative of our highest joy and of the higher realms can take place. This golden environment, this new ecosystem, will be a fertile soil and atmosphere for all those who will come after us, and all those who wish to take part in it right now. We are creating a realm where new activities that are more representative of higher living will take place. This is the new earth environment that we were all waiting for to manifest. We're creating it with every heartbeat, with every breath. We are creating this beautiful energy, this beautiful radiant light, anchoring it even more. And know that you only have to focus on these energies. You do not need to fight the storm, for it passes in perfect order. Do not fight the storm, for you will only empower it or get caught up in the wind. Invest your attention and energies in the new way of being, into the new golden light that is showering the earth. And you will find that it will shift your energy completely. You are empowering the unfoldment of the new by doing so. Letting go all of the old, letting go everything that doesn't serve you anymore. Let it float by and let it dissolve in perfect order and let it be healed so we can all move on in perfect balance and order. We are all anchoring balance. We are all anchoring the divine energies of Christ consciousness into our bodies, into all our lineage, into the collective. We are spreading it to all who wish to receive it, bringing in more and more of the new earth frequencies, making the transition smooth and gentle for all those who wish to experience it in a gentle manner, knowing that all is well and everything is flowing in perfect order and synchronicity. Breathe in this knowing that you are always in the perfect place, in the perfect time. You are always guided by your higher self. You're always protected. You're always nourished, balanced. And all is flowing in perfect alignment with your divine plan. Breathe in this knowing. All is flowing in perfect order for yourself and for all around you. Trust the plan of the all. Trust the unfoldment of things, for all things are unfolding the way they are so they can create the most smoothest transition, to create a smooth transition for all those who wish to stay here on planet Earth, creating a smooth awakening and transmission to all those who wish to awaken and stay here on planet Earth. And all the things that are happening and are unfolding right now are to facilitate this gentle shift, this awakening for all those who still wish to awaken. So they will have the time period to still awaken and to process the change and to facilitate changes into their own lives in perfect timing. And we are all here to support these shifts. All those who wish to shift will have abundance in assistance through the higher realms, but also through us here in the physical. We are also here to assist all those who wish to be assisted in the shift, who seek guidance. We are here to assist them in the physical, since many of them are not ready or not in tune enough to connect to the higher realms in a conscious way, and they need tangible proof, tangible assistance to guide them. So we are here to assist all those who wish to be assisted, and know that these opportunities will present themselves to you when you are ready and when that specific person is ready, in perfect timing, in perfect order, for all involved. Letting go all expectations, how all these things should manifest or unfold, and just be in the flow and let it happen, and let the things come through that need to come through when they need to come through, and trust your inner guidance for it is always leading you on the perfect path for you and for all those who are in tune with you on your journey. Breathe in this knowing. Breathe in the knowing that you are the celestial teacher unfolding in perfect alignment for you, always. Breathe in this knowing and be the celestial teacher that you came here to be. Not necessarily by words or doing grandiose actions, but by simply being yourself. You are of great service to all around you. We are grateful and know that all is well. To all our relations, aho, blessings. Thank you, and it is done. Breathe in more of this knowing. And as you're breathing in, visualize that you're bringing in more of your fractals, more of your segregated energies. You're bringing it in back to yourself, centering yourself. All of the energies that you have left at different places, in different timelines, for maybe experiencing trauma or negative events that were of not your highest good, and they have segregated your energy. Or maybe people that you feel they have took a chunk out of your energy. You're bringing back everything into you, integrating it back, breathing it in, putting everything into its perfect place and order. You're breathing in, bringing more back of yourself. All of the segregated energies are coming back, and you will find that you will start to remember more things. You will start to unfold more gifts since you're integrating more of yourself. You will remember who you are more. You will have more vivid dreams and experiences. And many new exciting gifts will unfold as you are integrating back more and more of yourself every day. Putting everything in its place, centering yourself and grounding yourself. You are allowing yourself to be more of who you came here to be on planet Earth. And I welcome you back to planet Earth, to this present location wherever you are right now. Back in your room or whatever you are, or wherever you are tuning into this live event. Thank you for being here. Also, please share some of your experiences that you've seen during this meditation. I was expecting that we're going to do like a divine fire meditation, but it turned into this building a forest grid meditation, which I've never heard of or done before, but it is very interesting and visually beautiful. And it was like through Mother Earth's core and through her energies, we're able to interconnect with one another. I kind of see it like, I see like Mother Earth, like this globe, and her heart center is in the middle, and we're on the outside, like little light spots basically. And we're like anchoring back to the core of Mother Earth, and through her core we're like interconnected, we're like rays of light that are going into the crust of Mother Earth and like going out again, having this up and down, back and forth energetic exchange basically. So thank you everyone for participating and anchoring, amplifying the experience. I guess like 27 of us roughly did the meditation together. So that's freaking amazing. 27 is the like reverse of 72. So that's very lovely. So mandolin, very calming. I'm surrounded by anxiety. Yes, that's superb. Yeah, Yeah, I bet everyone is, basically. If you live among people, then you probably are. Yeah, like I don't know about you, but I usually feel like when I do this centering or I work on myself or do something with the sound bowls or go out to nature, I feel like myself again, like everything's okay, like I know that everything's all right and unfolding as it should. But when you like meet a few people, you're exposing yourself to their energies, or maybe you hear something or they start like regurgitating that narrative that is not of our highest good, basically. And yeah, like whenever I'm like constantly reminded of that thing that I'm so tired of, and like yeah, like I bet many of you do get triggered from it from time to time, especially if you're tired, and it can be very draining, sadly. I try to navigate it the best I can, but we're all human, so yeah. That is why it's so important to do like constant maintenance on ourselves. Like that's like the only way to navigate it, or else you like go crazy, in my opinion. If you let yourself to absorb too much of that hysteria, basically, it's kind of yeah, it really poisons your energy, in my opinion. And whenever like I have days or like days in a row that are so hectic that I can't sit down to meditate or I can't go out in nature or do some kind of self healing, basically, I feel like it's building up so much that I could like explode. Yeah, like especially if you go out maybe to talk to people and you like randomly hear that same old thing regurgitated again and again, that yeah, like that reminds you constantly. Yeah, and yeah, it can be very triggering, especially for me. Okay, but thankfully I'm kind of past that phase that I kind of get triggered in a negative way or in a fearful way. I kind of feel it in a way that I'm like so tired of it and I'm like so over it, and you people are still caught up in it. And I'm like, please move on or talk about something else. That's kind of how I feel. And when that theme comes up, I just walk away or remove myself from that. I don't have any energy for it anymore. I'm going to invest my time, attention, energy in something more constructive. So, Didri Rose, I hope I pronounce your name correctly. You have a beautiful avatar, by the way. Perfect. Thank you so much for that feeling. Like it was a meeting, it was meant to assist us through this big shift in being shown. Yeah. Like also, I think the tree analogy and symbolism was given that be like a tree, basically, be grounded, but the tree is also flexible in a way. So, regardless how strong the storm around you is, the branches are flexible and also the tree trunk. At the same time, you're well rooted and you're well grounded, and Mother Earth is constantly nourishing you and grounding you. And even the rain that some of you may not like, even the rain is there to nourish you, basically, and to clear you. So, even that is a positive thing. And soon, yeah, we're kind of, you can also kind of see already the clouds are breaking and the central sun is coming through more and more, assisting us to unfold more of our beautiful new growth and growing upwards. Uh, okay, so higher vibrations. What is the deal with always crying during these group meditations? It is very cleansing. The light flower of Gaia. I've been singing too. That was so beautiful. Yeah, like if you feel like crying during meditations, after or whenever, basically, it's a great way of releasing stuff. It also assists you in chemically releasing stuff from your body, because you're releasing chemically also stuff from your body when you're crying. It's a beautiful way to release stuck energy, And also, if you're like tuning into the higher realms, it can happen that you like break into tears or start crying, and it's a good thing basically, not just for because you're letting go of old stuff or something that is holding you in the lower states, but it also you can experience it in that way because our emotional bodies kind of interpret or digest that higher realm energy in a way that it's kind of too much in the beginning, and you can cry during that experience, and that's perfectly okay. So if that happens, you're on the right track. Do more of it. It's great. I've been seeing the flower of life also. 333. I've been seeing a lot of fives recently, like 555s and stuff like that. So, phew, Mörderpuppe ungeschminkt. Thank you for joining us. I bet from Germany. Mörderpuppe, is that like killer doll? I think that's killer doll in English. I feel you. Finally moved away from a girl who decided to go back to 3D. Yeah, it's a real joy when you are living together with someone that is really stuck in 3D and even wants you to stay in 3D. That's a real treat. Okay. Thanya, so beautiful. I was a tree, and a small animal like a squirrel was living in me, and my fruit's golden apple fell on the ground, and all the nations and insects and sea life fed from it. Yeah, like that's kind of what I'm seeing too, that we're bringing in those energies from source basically, and that creates like new fruits, new information, new ways of being, new inventions, new ways of life, and those new fruits that we are bearing basically and creating here by combining the central sun energies with Mother Earth's energies, meeting it, and together we are creating new stuff by it basically, just as the plants grow basically, because one they would not be able to exist without Mother Earth's nourishing them and also bringing in new information and energies from the sun, basically. You need both the feminine and the masculine for stuff to work here in this cosmos, basically. Okay, high vibrations. The light with shoots of light beams coming from our center up into the sky. It looks like a beautiful flower of light. It is getting brighter each day. Yes. Yeah, and when you're like tuning into that and not focusing on all the chaos, then it becomes even stronger. You're anchoring it more in your life. Okay. Mandolin, my phone was at 33 when you brought up when you brought us back. Okay, so hi Oppa. I just jumped a bit in the chat. So, mandolin. Okay, I'm trying to retrace where I was. Hello. Okay, so Vedette has just joined us, or a few minutes ago. Hello, our family. Thank you. Was very early here at 5:20 a.m. Wow, but I made it. Yeah, like where are you from, Vedette? I think you've said once, but I don't remember. But I made it. My tree was a huge fig tree, and my forest grew through the mountains and crossed the rivers. The ground was divine. That is very beautiful. Okay. And Fania has just posted something, and I will reveal it because it was censored. I would love to donate Zoltan like a super chat sticker. Do you know how to put these possible on your lives? I don't think I will. I will put super chat, but I don't know. We will see. I'm very happy how it works right now. Okay, so Priestess, thank you for joining us. Sorry I got here late. It's a glorious day here in Albuquerque. I think I read it out correctly. So, Mörderpuppe ungeschminkt pleasure. living in Graz, Austria. Since today, you just moved in Austria? I think you just moved a bit closer to me. Geographically. Okay. And Mörderpuppe ungeschminkt. And yes, it's like a killer doll speaking her truth. Made a German blog on Facebook about my recent journey. Yeah, like check it out if you want it, people. I don't have a Facebook anymore. I shift deleted it for good reasons. Okay, and Shine On, love from Croatia. Hey, thank you for joining us. I haven't seen you in the chat, I think. To all of you here, much love. May you be made whole again by divine magic of love. And so it is. And with that thought, I would like to end this, our beautiful meditation and meeting. Thank you for all of you joining me and anchoring Mother Earth's new energies, creating a new environment for new activities, and basically making this shift smooth as possible for everyone, for all of us, and all those who wish to transition into the new Earth. And know that we are all here to assist people who are just awakening the best way we can, however difficult it is. But yeah, like people who are just awakening, they really need help in the physical because they don't have that connection to the higher realms. And I think our little girl has just woken up. Okay, so I have another fire to put out, and I will see you on the next one. Much love to you all, and have a wonderful week, and go out and see the full moon if you can, because it's really beautiful. Have a wonderful evening, and see you later.